Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Scorpio. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Let's begin. Beginning with your astro dice. You have the fifth house. Your own sign has come out, sign of Scorpio. And we have the planet of Mars, which is interesting because both Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. Okay, so in the fifth house can speak to the things that give us pleasure. It could also speak to gambling, speaks to maybe gambling in love, romance. It's all about the things that make you feel good. It can speak to fun and games, risk-taking, or it could even be playing the game of romance. I feel like with Mars being there, you want to take action on something, and I feel like it's to find out a truth or to uncover a truth. Mars is very intense, and it can speak to tempers flaring, explosive. You may have thought, like, you could have lost control over a situation. Maybe you thought somebody was playing games with you and you exploded, or this is vice versa. Somebody else exploded. Scorpio energy can speak to hidden emotions. Scorpio, because it's ruled by Mars. Mars is that planet that governs aggression and war. You might have got upset and became very aggressive towards somebody because you thought perhaps that they were playing games. And you'd have done that most likely through psychological means. It could also be with the with what I'm seeing here. It could be that you lost control of a situation or of yourself, which resulted in losing control of that situation. But you don't like to lose. It could be somebody being very moody and emotional because they lost something. They could be trying to figure out how to get that something back because they don't like to lose. Especially if they are still feeling an attachment to it, or they could be on a quest to go and get the truth about something, about whether or not somebody was indeed playing games. They, in effect, find it really hard to trust others, and because they're afraid that their feelings are going to get hurt if they do. Explaining why they would be secretive, maybe not show how they truly feel. But they lost control of those. Typically they would be or have these emotions in control, but they lost control because Mars is here. And I feel like this is what happened. Yeah. Because the fifth house is your situation. The situation is having to do with something maybe you took a risk on, or maybe you feel that something is risky. Maybe you feel like you're playing with fire. Or maybe you're thinking of testing someone. Well, let's go a little deeper. We have divine timing coming to play here on this situation. So understand that whatever is happening for a reason at this particular time. You see, yeah, it's inspired action, but it is inspired by spirit, and you are feeling called to do this because you're actually being led to go back, even though you may feel that you're doing this. It's actually a higher power working behind the scenes here that is doing this. So there is a calling to go back. Here it is. This Six of Swords laid into the reading faces the past. That's where they're heading back into these choppy, unknown waters. That's what they're doing. And they're being very secretive about it too, because they're completely covered up. They got all these swords in front of them. And there they are, hunkered down behind these swords, covered up, very secretive. So they're not going to show their hand clearly. They're going back to find out if somebody was deceiving them. Possibly surrounding a second chance or a new start is where they feel the deception was, or around somebody's feelings. Or even with this Squire of Shields, somebody's interest in renewing something or starting something up. It could be you were not, see, Scorpio has trust issues. The Scorpio symbol is saying that this energy is an energy of someone who may have trust issues because they're afraid they're going to get hurt if they trust. There's the Knight of Love. There's the offer. And Five of Cups is on top of it because of the Page of Pentacles. They may have received information. Here it is. They were in a very dark place and they received information. It's here. It's what's at the root of all of this, understand? So it's what's here. They were in a dark place. They get this information. This just stirs up and creates this huge storm, I feel. The sky is very dark. It's black. They suddenly become afraid, and I feel like they then lose control. They may feel that somebody was or is out of chances for someone. It's like, that's it. They got some information, but it may not have been correct. It's just that it hit a trigger, because this person had definitely had some triggers. But now we see that they're questioning what happened. They're still highly attracted to this person. They feel that now, looking back, something maybe wasn't right about something either they did or something that they had learned. They just want to leave a heartbreaking situation behind. This is a card of wanting to restore and heal a situation, this Three of Love. Move away from an emotional upset through some type of communication that would emotionally and mentally free somebody from this prison. Yep. So, okay. So they're going back for answers. They're going back for answers that will free themselves from this prison, from this Eight of Swords energy. That which kept them stuck, which caused them to lose control back here, was that Eight of Swords. Now it's like there's a calling here to change something or to face their fears. Uranus is here. They're going to just they're going to just jump in. They're just going to jump in. This is like the Fool energy, and we have the Fool over here. This is somebody who's going to follow their heart, and their heart wants to go back and unravel this mystery, because I feel like they are in love with that person. So they are going to go back. They are seeking helpful communication that will set them free from the fears in the subconscious mind. So that will, okay, so because we have the moon, that will take them out of the dark. We have the moon and we have the sun. So their wish is to come out of the dark about somebody's secret, or what they thought this person was keeping secret, or having to do with a miscommunication, you see. A miscommunication. And the squirrel could even be that chatter, you know. And it could be the chatter of the subconscious, those fears. It could also be some type of gossip. This person back here was misinformed, and they were misinformed either by triggers, fears that they carried, or through some other means. They're thinking back. You see? Here she is again. Okay, so they're thinking back. They're looking back to the past. And they're thinking back to an offer that maybe they turned down. Maybe they weren't. This is a card that would indicate that emotionally they were not in the right place at that time. Most likely were not ready to look at something very emotional, something also that maybe stirred them to become very angry, that was maybe in the past, so they were not ready to return there. This has to do with past experiences. They were not ready back then, but they are now. They are now. They're returning home. They're coming back. And home, and when I say home, it's like because you are like their home. It's like a home is where you feel you belong, with whom you feel you belong. And so they have an opportunity to do it. There's an opportunity here, a window for them to lay down all of these burdens, to clear up any negative thoughts that they've been carrying about what they were going to receive, you see, back here. About information maybe they thought was hidden that somebody was not sharing with them. They're going to get that opportunity. You have the sun again, to get this clarity, to make the necessary changes, because the wheel is in the upright. It is, whatever's going on here is divinely guided, okay, and it is for your higher good. It is happening for you to be able to restore the peace and harmony in your life. This is positive change. Okay, so the Hierophant is welcoming death. So the Hierophant is about the belief system. It's about learning something that is going to change this situation. That's going to change that Five of Cups energy. This could require an overhaul of one's beliefs. There's an event in your future, and it is a happy meeting. Somebody is returning. Somebody's following their heart. Whatever they were not ready to address or see in the past, they're ready for it now. They're ready. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.